But let's start with TCU, Arizona State here. Interesting lines that we got here. What's your breakdown on this game?
Yeah, Arizona State right now a 2.5 point favorite. Look, if you watched any of my videos prior to college football season and also my college football betting preview I did with Teddy at the Westgate, Arizona State was a sleeper pick for me, and I didn't expect that loss against Mississippi State, but I still think this is a quality football team. They're coming off a 27-24 huge win at Baylor last week as a 2.5 point underdog. They're now 3-1. Their only loss, like I alluded to, was against Mississippi State. But, that's a Mississippi State team that's now 4-0 and currently ranked number 27 in the latest AP poll. Now, number 24 TCU is 3-0 after a 35-24 home win against SMU. But, here's what concerns me with TCU. Their defense allowed 384 yards in that win against SMU. And they also, the game before that, they faced an FCS team in Abilene Christian, and they allowed 453 yards of total offense. So not very good. And we all know now that opening win against North Carolina isn't as big a deal as we thought it was, because North Carolina is just an absolutely brutal team. And SMU, by the way, that they beat last week, they've already suffered two losses this year, and the Mustangs have proven to be early on a very vulnerable team on the defensive side of the ball. I really like sophomore quarterback Sam Levitt for Arizona State. Matter of fact, I'm a little disappointed with his start. I expected more, but I think he's going to get better as the season goes on. Remember, this is a kid as a freshman that was second team Big 12, and also led his team to an 11-3 record, including a college football playoff appearance against Texas in a game they lost in overtime. I also like his wide receiver, Jordan Tyson. Tyson, third team All-American last year, preseason first team All-American this year, and he's living up to the billing over his last the first 4 games of the season, I should say. 31 catches for 357 yards and 5 touchdowns. I like Arizona State here at home. I think this is a game that TCU gets exposed, especially defensively, and I think Arizona State is far and away the better defensive team in this matchup. And by the way, Arizona State, since last year, 5-0 straight up in ATS is a home favorite, and 6-0 straight up in ATS in all games where their point spread was +3 to -3. Right now, they're -2.5. I can get a very good price on the money line right now, Andy, and I'm going to opt to go that way. I'm going to go Arizona State -130 on the money line over TCU.
Ross, tell everyone, why should we use the Weekend Warrior special on you?
Well, Andy, I am so glad you asked. I never thought you would ask, but since you did, let me answer that. My football plays the last 2 weeks, college football and NFL combined, 15-5, folks. That's with my premium picks the last 2 weeks. So people who bought my $49 Weekend Warrior package the last 2 weeks, extremely happy, because all of those picks took place on a Saturday, Sunday, and a Monday, which that's what we cover on this package. Having said that, NFL coming off a 4-0 sweep last week, Andy, including a pair of 4% best bet winners. On Sunday, I had the Cleveland Browns +8.5 outright over the Green Bay Packers. On Monday, I had the Detroit Lions +4.5 outright over the Baltimore Ravens. College football, 7-1 the last 2 weeks, 13-6 to start the year, up over 26 units so far in college football this season. If you've been following me in college football, you know that's nothing new, because since it started 2023, I'm number 1 in units earned in college football, number 1 last year in both win percentage and units earned in college football. And so take advantage. All sports, by the way, Andy, since May the 13th, 143-94, 60%, and a net profit of 125.77 units. And by the way, The baseball playoffs are coming up, folks. Number 1 this year in Major League Baseball in units earned. I don't know why you would go anywhere else, but right here, right now.